welcome everyone once again here at the Gnostic Takeover. This is a new series that I've just started here on the channel. It just so dropped into me, just like the name of this channel dropped into my awareness late in 2020, and it just dropped in, and I knew now is the time for the takeover. So this is the takeover part 2. It's me, Stephen Wybrow, speaking to you once again from the center of Gnosticism here in the tiny little country of Austria that just so happens to be the center of this satanic system, very occulted, very hidden, and there's many things going on here that people are not aware of, that is happening on the unseen level of reality. And I said in the last video that the Gnostic Takeover is taking over the banking system right now. Well, it just so happens that we're taking over everything here on Earth. This is the nature of things. This is the way things work according to the natural order. It's all or nothing. If you only want a little bit, you better not start getting involved in this, alright? That's what happened to me actually when I went to St. Corona in 2021, in November 2021, and I participated in 3 ayahuasca and datura ceremonies, and I thought I was going there for just a little bit of healing. Well, as it turned out, I had a full-blown awakening, was fully activated by the plant medicine in this war that is happening here on Earth. So there is no little bit, there's only the whole shebang, or you just leave it, alright, and not get involved in this awakening business at all. Okay, and that's good. It's either full transformation or you stay stuck in the middle, and you don't want to be stuck in the middle, let me tell you. That's why you got the Gnostic Takeover here, because we go the whole path, we walk the whole path. I've got a massive update for everyone. Alright, I've got some good news. Everyone likes good news. And I've got some bad news also. No one likes bad news, but how about the bad news are actually the wounds and traumas that come up to the surface to be healed. Well, then that's also good news. It's all a measure of perspective, the way we see the world. Maybe everything is good, and maybe everything about our journey in our life and about our journey and our experience here on Earth is about learning. Right, I want to say hello also to everyone tuning in here who's just joined the channel, and you're a new subscriber. I was really surprised, you know. It doesn't happen often here at the Gnostic Takeover that out of nowhere 25 people have joined the channel, and synchronistically I found out that was due to a interview that I did for a 5G event that was hosted by Josh Del Sol, and That was in 2019, 4 years ago. And I found out that Josh relaunched that event about 5G again, also with some new interviews, and my interview was also included in there. So for everyone who just watched that interview with me, it's been 4 years since then, and we've just been moving forward powerfully here on this channel. I've been through the most incredible experience that has absolutely skyrocketed my awakening. And yeah, thank you for tuning in here. Thank you for being a part and finding out if you can learn something new. Well, how about the others, alright? Everyone who has been here on the channel, alright? Big shout out to everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of this here. It's amazing. I have no clue who's really watching this, so I don't know anyone personally. But if you feel like it, go and drop a comment underneath. What have you learnt from the Gnostic Takeover here? What comes to your mind when you reflect? Because this is all about learning here. I'm sharing my thoughts here on world events, how we can change things, alright? The most important aspect. Oh, we all know the world's shitty, alright? We all know they're all criminals. But how do we go about change? Well, it's the old saying, isn't it? Everyone wants change, alright, when it's asked into the masses of people, alright, who wants change. Everyone points up their hand. Oh yeah, well, this can't go on like this. Jeez, the politicians, they're all criminals, you know, we can't continue like this. And then the next question is, who wants to change? Everyone's silent. And the next question is, who wants to lead the change? And the place is deserted. Everyone has left because no one wants to lead the change. Well, there's good news here. First good news. Let's start with the good news. The Gnostic Takeover here with me, your host, once again, Stephen Wybrow. I asked Liz to join me actually today also for this walk and talk, but she didn't feel that being for her, so I said great. So I'll be speaking to you here once again. We'll have Liz on here again soon, and the wisdom of the divine feminine. And yeah, the first good news is we here at the Gnostic Takeover then lead the change. Alright, why are we doing it? Why are we doing the takeover? It's very simple. Because no one else is doing it. This is exactly the reason why we do it. And therein lies a mighty secret of life. You know, this life is really, really mystical. Every day you wake up and you can be caught in the rat race, alright, in the hamster's wheel of this matrix control system. And then you sort of like get into this feeling of habit, alright, your daily routine, where you just take things for granted, right? Yeah, you know, there's this green stuff here called nature, and we've got trees and plants. Of course you've got that, but that's not magical. Everyone's forgotten about magic. No one talks about magic. Because the dark occultists that run this matrix control system from the shadows, the real puppet masters of these front organizations like the Royal Institute of International Affairs, okay, these satellite organizations, the Bilderberg Group, the Council on Foreign Relations, the World Economic Forum, all of them, they're satanic puppet masters in the background that run this system, and they run this system through the organization and manipulation of the minds of the masses. That's why you have to walk the path of the heart. You have to walk the path of the truth and individualize. This is a concept of Carl Gustav Jung, the concept of individuation. And it's a very difficult path. It's a very difficult path, the path of the heart. I've been walking it consciously now. Before that I was walking it subconsciously, unconscious. But really consciously I've been walking the path of the heart since 2017. And it's just got challenging and more challenging and more challenging. And the most challenging of it has been the last 1.5 years. It's been incredible. And you see, this is the mighty question that we ask all the time. Alright, we know the problems that we have in the world. We saw that the last 3.5 years. Alright, this whole agenda, I'm not going to be speaking about this. You've heard many other people speaking about it. It doesn't matter if it's the injections, the geoengineering, alright, they're geoengineering the skies here, just like they're doing in a place near you, in your country. They're implementing 5G infrastructure. They are pushing people to the limit. For example, my dad just last week received a letter from the company responsible for the delivery of electricity to the house, and he has been informed that if he doesn't implement a smart meter into his home, that they, meaning the criminals, will take him to court. And so this is all happening here, the agenda. They're imposing a digital fake virtual reality simulation into existence. That's their wet dreams, alright. These psychopathic criminals. And the challenge is how to change that. How can you stop such an overwhelming digital implementation of a control grid? Like the social crediting system in China. That's what they want as a blueprint for the whole world. And people will be asking, well, how can I face such a superpower like China? And how can I face such a superpower like China when they're in cahoots with the other superpower, the United States of America? Well, they are all intricately linked, like a web, okay, an energetic web of a matrix control system that we here at the Gnostic Takeover are the biggest danger for. Alright, again, I like to quote the fantastic character of Walter White, played brilliantly by Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. I am not in danger. I am the danger. You're listening here at the Gnostic Takeover, and I have a full blast of energy flowing through my being as I'm speaking these words here right now. Right here is the Gnostic takeover speaking. That is the biggest danger to this criminal matrix control system. That no one, including these people who just walked past, no one wants to face these criminals. But you know what? It has to be faced. But who do you face? How can you face such an overwhelmingly looking matrix control system? Well, this is the mighty question. And the way it works is that things actually come to you. What you really need to do, and what I really need to do, this is what I've been doing the last 1.5 years extensively, focusing on that. All we really need to do is face reality every day. So you don't just make the choice to change. Alright, I make the choice now to go with my awakening. Alright, I can see that this control system, this rat race, it's not leading anywhere. Just feels stuck. You know, it's like an ever recurring loop. I feel like like a hamster in this wheel, having to get the next paycheck so I can pay the rent, so I can at least live somewhere in my own home, the earth. Alright, this is our home. This is the terrain. It's the home of human beings. Alright? But it somehow happened that we were caught up in a hamster's wheel. A fucking control system. And only slightly are the memories still there on a very subliminal level that we once had dreams as children. Well, when I was a child, I had the dream to change everything. Not just one thing. No, that's too little. No, it's only you yourself who put the boundaries on your own thinking. It's only you yourself who put the boundaries and implement the boundaries and the walls of that which is possible and that what you claim is impossible. It's only impossible until it's done. That's the truth. So what happened to these dreams? This is how we can change things. But you have to make the choice every single day and not back down on the choice, because you'll be challenged. When you start facing reality, you'll be challenged all the time. You have to stand strong and know you can stand strong when you know where the other path is leading you toward. And this path has been leading the human race into nowhere for many decades. Within this system, you go to work, you go to church, you pay your taxes, and you can get a mortgage, you pay back the mortgage, and you've got a house, and then this is the deathbed perspective, which we can bring into the moment now. What happens then? You're sitting on your deathbed, and now you've got time to ponder upon and wonder about where the wonder of life has escaped you. Where did it happen? Jeez. Who took away the magic? Who did it? When did it happen? And why do people have to insist that there is no such thing as magic? And you have to go to work, you have to go to church, you have to pay your taxes to criminals. No, I won't do that. The Gnostic Takeover doesn't pay taxes to criminals. And it has gone a mighty long way to be able to do that and get freaking away with it. Because we say, this is our home. This is my home, my earth. It's everyone's earth who claims back the earth. Where did it all go? Who took the magic and the wonder of life away? And it's only on the deathbed that people who subordinated to this system, and from other people's perspective, they think they had a good life, always had enough to eat, but there was always something missing, lingering deep in the unconscious. There was always something missing, and very few people have the courage to say, I don't know what it is, but there's something missing. That something is what takes you out of the rat race, is what takes you out of the hamster's wheel, is what makes you transcend the matrix control system and make you become the danger for the psychopathic criminals that run this system from the shadows. For they can't face you. They can only mind control you. That's all they can do. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we here at the Gnostic Takeover are here to ignite the spark within every one of us. I'm igniting my spark as I'm doing this video. I love it. Not done a video for 10 days. Nearly didn't do this video. Started this video like 4 or 5 times and then I stopped and I was pondering if I should just walk home. It's not the right day today. I shouldn't be doing a video. Maybe I'm running away from something. Maybe I'm distracting myself by doing this video. The mind fuckery of this matrix control system doesn't escape me also. But then I took a chance and said, when there's so much resistance to me doing it, and everyone telling me not to do it, and everyone telling me I should stop, get a job, rent an apartment, return back to reality, when everyone's telling me to stop the Gnostic Takeover project and compromise with this criminal system once again, because they've removed the muzzles for at least a year now. Oh, and things are on the up, things are getting better. The Gnostic Takeover knows it is a trap by the same criminals who instigated the genocide since 2020. We don't back down one bit. We will take down your criminal system. I'm speaking to the Archon Vampire Empire directly. We're not backing down. We're in command here on Earth. We are the highest level of awareness here on Earth, here at the Gnostic Takeover. We're mighty proud of ourselves, having walked the path. We know the big responsibility that we have for the Earth and for all of mankind. And we will never step down. And we'll just continue moving forward powerfully. Because life is just too precious. Even if you spray the skies, we can see through your lies. Yeah, I've got some updates to share with you. As I said, there's some good news, there's some bad news. So let me start with the bad news, alright? So it looks like well, it doesn't actually just look like, is that our PayPal account was hacked. Because I said in the last video that the amount on PayPal changes, okay, the amount of euros that I had on PayPal, which was fluctuating between 57 and 56 euros something, it never goes to zero. And I can just click, like 25, 26 times the amount onto my other PayPal account and then send it to Liz's bank account. And I made the claim at the time that this was a closed system and that this money was coming directly from the source. I was creating this money from inside of me, and that this is the mighty breakthrough for mankind and for the Gnostic takeover that we've been waiting for a very long time. And it turned out to be another trap. We were trapped, alright? So anyone who wants to take the shortcut, okay, and just say, you see, the Gnostic takeover failed, alright, they didn't take down and they didn't take over the banking system, and it didn't work out the way they thought it was. This shows that Steve is controlled opposition now and he's leading people down the wrong path. Well, go ahead and desubscribe. Just do it. But there's a deeper learning lesson in all of this. And this is the good news, that there was a lot that we learnt from what has just happened and what we have experienced, and it's been really, really challenging. And I'm so proud of me and Liz also, who was such a support during that time. I'm so proud of us that we got through this, because it was a massive attack onto the Gnostic takeover. Okay, we are in no we're not surprised that the enemies of life, okay, the Archon Vampire Empire, as I call this involutionary force that has been perpetuating genocide here on Earth, it's no surprise that they hit us with another attack. Their last attack was that they tried to put me and Liz into a mental institution on the 17th of July. That failed because we held the police and the doctor liable, privately liable, with the camera, and that failed. So we were subjected to another attack with our PayPal account being hacked, and I thought this was a sign by the source that it's time now, because everyone who's been following the channel here, we've been commanding and publishing out into the open 6 commands that we put forward here, that we have for the Archon Vampire Empire, that they need to fulfill. We do this on the basis of our position of authority that we have here on Earth. The Gnostic takeover claims that we are the highest level of awareness here on Earth due to the work that we've been doing with the plant medicine, ayahuasca and datura, and everything that we've learnt from that. And we are above anyone of these agents of the Matrix control system, even the highest of high priests, of Satanism, of the satanic cult. We're above them because of the very simple principle that the moral command the immoral. No one can escape the law, and no one can escape the fact and the principle enshrined within creation that everything is organized on the basis of morality. Everything in life is organized based on morality. So therefore these criminal masterminds, alright, the satanic cult and its high priests of Satanism, one of which, or two of which, the Gnostic Takeover even encountered directly in Errol Kaya and Franciforgo in St. Corona. They can't be above us because they are immoral. That's how the logic goes. And the Gnostic Takeover goes as far as saying that the satanic criminal cult has only been in charge here, or has only been in supposed position of power here on earth, because no one else of the human race, no one else of mankind, has properly reclaimed their power. That's why they've been in power. Because no one else who's walked the path of the heart and who's walked the path of morality has fully claimed back their power and started to take over the command and come above the Archon Vampire Empire in the command structure here on earth. And this is what we here at the Gnostic Takeover do. We claim the position of power and authority that we have, and then we have to face reality. We have to face the consequences of the claims that we make. And when we master all the challenges that we're faced with according to morality, eventually everything will be proven to be so, because we all know that in the end it is the truth that reigns supreme. There is nothing more powerful than the truth, which is the reason why this dark occult priest class wage an information war on the truth. That's why they want to distract us away with truthful information on the alternative media, for us not to discover the truth, because it's all powerful. And we need to claim back our power, assert and claim our inner authority and the sovereignty, claim that we are the king here on earth, and there is no one that can stop the truth from being manifested. That's how it works. It's the true law of manifestation, and no one has the power to change the truth. You see, there's a difference between the truth and truthful information. This is what I said in the last video, that the most difficult lies to uncover and discover them as being lies are the ones that have a truthful flavor to it. And that's why, I'll say it again, if there's anything that the enemies of life, the Archon Vampire Empire, knows about, it's that there is an awakening taking place here on Earth. They specialize in the coordinated organization and coordinated flow of information in times of awakening. And everyone who's still with me here in this video, everyone who's joined this channel just recently, and you saw the interview that I had with Josh Del Sol, the others will know already, but since I've come forward with the information about St. Corona, where Liz, okay, the feminine side of the Gnostic Takeover, who's walking the path side by side together with me, she lived in St. Corona together with the High Priest of Satanism here in Austria. And she didn't know that. She had no idea about that. Until I came there and I was synchronistically guided to St. Corona during the times of COVID, and we took part in ceremonies with ayahuasca and datura there in St. Corona, and we made this priest go crazy. He even attacked me physically in the kitchen there in St. Corona. I literally had fears for my life in that moment, and the same force that has been guiding me throughout my life intervened in that moment and made me be able to escape what felt like an incredibly, like the most dangerous situation that I was ever involved in. And these people, they wouldn't think a minute to kill me, okay, but they can't because of the level of protection that I'm under, and because they cannot access my reality, because I know the nature of reality. So when I came forward with this information about Saint Corona in another event by Josh Del Sol called The Event, me and Errol Kaya at the time, who has also turned out to be a dark occultist, black magician from the satanic cult, another agent that was placed into my life to stop and to distract my work, to not find out the deeper layers of the truth which takes down the criminals and their psychopathic system here on earth. This is why they do it. There's a reason why they need to place handlers and agents into your life, and I've had many experiences of that. When I came forward with the information about Saint Corona and taking down a high priest of Satanism here in Austria, I also came forward with that information in an interview I did with Gareth Icke right now. A link is in the description where you can watch that. Since I came forward with that information, I've been systematically ostracized from what I term the alternative media arena. That is fully under control by the Archon Vampire Empire. They say jump, and these agents just ask how high. They're fully under control of the system, posing as wanting to create a better world, a better future. I mean, it's incredible. So, yeah, that's who Josh Del Sol is. That's also who Cal Washington is, okay, from the In Power movement. I've just been shocked. I just saw a little clip of a video. I don't watch any videos right now because I get all of my information from inside. But they basically have set up a website where people can hold the Queen liable just through typing in what they want to hold her liable for chemtrails or for vaccines or whatever. And it's all a digital process, and that's how they want to create a mass liability action. Again, the masses, not the individual, not the power of the individual, but we're only powerful when there's more and more people doing this process. This is what I saw from the In Power movement. Cal Washington being interviewed by Josh Del Sol on that 5G Congress, and it's pathetic, and they're leading people nowhere because you're not holding anyone liable within this system if you don't walk the path of the heart and hold yourself liable. This is what I've also said here before, that the way it works is when you've finished holding yourself liable and fully responsible and taking full responsibility for yourself and the earth, at the end you'll see that everyone else around you has been held liable. This is how it works. As within, so without. But these people, like with 5G solutions and notices of liability, They anchor perception on the outside world. Okay, and holding government officials liable in the outside world to distract you away from the inside world, where everything happens and where everything comes to fruition. Because inside of you is the causal level of reality, the cause, and they want to trap people on the levels of effects of reality, so nothing ever changes. And that's the reason why I've not been interviewed for nearly 2 years now, because of the danger that this information brings to people. The danger of this information for this control system. And most people can't handle this information also. Because again, they want change, but then they also want to impose how change should happen. No, you don't impose that. It's directed by nature. Nature and higher intelligence gives us the flashes of light bulbs, a light bulb going off in our awareness, where we suddenly realize something powerful, like, wow, where did that come from? That comes from the source of intelligence, of all creation, from nature. And for that, all we have to do is walk the inner path. It's the inner path of emotions. And it has to be said that this needs to be, and I've never heard anyone say that before, this is again an example of inner knowledge that I'm accessing here and sharing with everyone. It needs to become one of the main principles of Satanism, is the distraction and deception, the systematic deception and distraction of the individual away from the causal level of reality. Let me say it in other words. This is one of the fundamental principles of how we stay locked in the hamster's wheel of this matrix control system. Is one of the main principles of Satanism is the systematic and coordinated deception and distraction of the individual away from the projector level of reality, from the causal level of reality. Because then you change all the effects when you set new causes. This is how it works. This is how real change actually works. And everyone can put this into effect right now. What we have been guided to do by the plant medicine is, on specific days of the year, on the equinox days, on the solstice days, okay, around about the 21st of March, 21st of June, 21st of September, 21st of December, and on full moons and new moons, we do fire ceremonies where me and Liz, write down our intention or our intentions, what we want from our life. On full moons, for example, it's more about letting go of things. Okay, what do I want to let go and give over to be transformed in the fire? What do I want to let go from my old life? The new moons is what new do I want to come into my life. Okay, just to give a basic orientation. And that's how you can work with the energies. Set your intentions and keep going. Never, ever, ever stop. Don't let anyone stop you, because they are all under mind control. They don't know what's going on, and they project their own doubts and insecurities onto you. This is the workings of shadow projection that is happening 24/7, every single minute, every single day, every single moment here on Earth. Just always keep going, set your intentions, and you can do this now also. You don't need to wait for a full moon or a new moon or solstice or an equinox. You can do this tomorrow. Phone up a good friend, ask him or her if they want to be a part of it, and make a fire ceremony, set intention, and then everything will come your way that you need to confront reality with, and things that you need for that change to manifest will show up in your reality. And you see what this matrix control system, what this war is really all about. Okay, this is something that just dropped into my awareness yesterday that I'm sharing with you. This is the only war that's really going on, is the war on your personal truth and your personal life's path. This is the highest level of this war here on Earth. This matrix control system that we're mightily exposing here at the Gnostic Takeover. This matrix control system is all set on manipulating people's satisfaction and feeling good about themselves with lower causes, all right, and keep them satisfied with lower aims. So what this whole matrix control system is all about is preventing you and me from finding out our true purpose and finding out the true aim of our life. This is what it's really all about. And it's like moving the goalposts. Okay, so you've got one goal and you reach that goal, okay, and then it's not enough. But you thought when you were starting this education, for example, to become XYZ, this was the goal. But then you reach that goal and suddenly you don't feel any different from before. So then the goalposts change, and now it's, now you need to find this goal. And this is what this matrix control system is always manipulating. It's the dangling of the carrot in front of your face. And then you wake up on your deathbed, 5 minutes left to live, and then you wonder, where's all the magic gone? Because that's what this matrix control system is so primed and so programmed to distract us from, to not discover it any minute now. And it can be discovered any minute and any moment now. This is what we're dedicated to do here. So another so-called truth speaker that I've been exposing here at the Gnostic Takeover also, because I expose all of them when I see a flaw in their work and when I see them misleading people. I expose them. I don't give a fuck. I just do what I do because I'm dedicated to the truth. Mark Passio, the gatekeeper of natural law, many people will know him, says that truth is only objective and can never be subjective. Okay? And he's right on one level. No one can change the truth. It is objectively verifiable and it never changes. Absolutely true. However, where he is misleading people is that there is such a thing as personal truth and individual truth. And for good reason he's distracting people away from that. Because my life's journey has been leading me to this point where I'm here right now. I've been going through many experiences where I don't talk about things here on the videos that I've read in a book. No, I talk about things that I may have also read in a book, but what I have also directly experienced in my own life. It's called wisdom. It's the only knowledge that really makes a difference. Just as an example, when you make a deep mystical experience and you actually attract the medicine, okay, the plant medicine, ayahuasca, or ayahuasca and datura in my book, from my knowledge right now, shouldn't be taken on its own. But if you were to drink that medicine, the only thing that guides you through is the power of the heart. And the only knowledge that helps you through these mystical experiences is the knowledge about your individual life's journey and what is the truth for you. And you'll discover the truth about yourself, not only through the medicine experience and drinking the medicine, but what happens after that, being guided by the medicine, like we are being guided here at the Gnostic Takeover by the highest level of intelligence here on earth, the natural intelligence, which is the reason why we say we are the highest authority here on earth, because we are one with this highest level of intelligence. So this is what they're at war with, your personal truth. Because in order to transcend this matrix, you need to have a powerful narrative, and nothing's more powerful than the knowledge about yourself, the knowledge about your own life's journey and why things have happened as they have happened, and the greater meaning of it, the greater learning you got from it. And that's what makes you keep going, never stop. We here at the Gnostic Takeover, we've been under so much pressure by our environment to leave the journey we're on. It's been incredible. People always wanting to impose their view of reality and saying, oh, we're in fear that you're on the wrong path and we worry about you. And they're all being used as agents of this matrix control system, unknowingly projecting their own insecurities onto you. Because they are still in this psychopathic system. They may think they have found an alternative way, but it's still the same system, because the thinking has not changed. It's the same thinking. And we've been under so much pressure by the people around us, which has made us even more motivated to continue walking the path. And this is how you know, in this new way of thinking, new paradigm that we're putting forward, it's a way of thinking, is when everyone around you wants to stop you and say, no, don't go further. Continue going further. Trust yourself. Trust the source, as I keep saying here. And you'll take down this system. This is how it works. And unfortunately, I've just gone on an amazing ride here with you. I never know where these videos end up, but you see the PayPal hack that happened. Okay, it happened for a reason, because we were actually able to pay back the debt that we had with an individual and another thing. In order to let go of our old life, we were able to let go of the old car that we had, and for that the money was therefore it was important that we got rid of these things. At the same time, what this triggered, because the money that I that we sent onto Liz's bank account was then deducted by PayPal from another bank account. So we were already 2,000 euros in debt to my parents, and now we are 4,500 euros in the hole, which was devastating. It devastated me. I was under constant attack. In actual fact, after I did the last video on Friday, I can't remember the date, no, Friday the 6th of October, I was uploading the video and I already knew that PayPal was deducting all of the money from the other bank account from my parents. But I still went ahead and published the video anyway, because I have nothing to hide here. Alright, as I said, I always share with you my perspective on the situation as it is right now, but there's always more information coming in, and I'm always learning, and my awareness is always growing. That's why we always move forward here at the Gnostic Takeover. And this has helped, this PayPal hack that happened has helped to trigger emotions of guilt that were deep within my subconscious and Liz's subconscious. It triggered that to come to the surface in order for it to be healed. So I experienced one wave of attack after the other from Friday to Wednesday. Like 5-6 days of intense attacks. And I came through it and I said, no, I'm not changing my way. Again, our environment was reacting, trying to tell us that this should be a wake-up call for me and Liz, and that we should change our path and find a job and go and let ourselves be recycled back into the matrix, into the system. And we said no, because we knew the higher meaning of why it happened and why the trap was set. And you see, this Archon Vampire Empire, which instigated that PayPal hack, they don't just attack you for no reason, they attack you because you are the danger to them. And we ride the wave, and we know when we continue transforming those low vibrational emotions that get triggered when we face reality. Okay, we faced reality with the PayPal hack that happened. Okay, we processed the feelings of guilt that came up, and we transform all of that to powerful new energies for the new paradigm. Because in order to access this new reality, this new paradigm here on earth that we here at the Gnostic Takeover claim that we are opening the gate, we're opening the gate for everyone to access a new reality here on earth. This is what's really going on here on earth. We're creating a new reality, and it happens through us. Okay, in order to access that new reality, you have to let go and transform all of the old energies and all of the stuck emotions of the past of your old life. They have to be transformed through higher meaning in order to access the future here on earth. And there is only this future. This is why they're pushing this agenda so fast, because their time is running out, not ours. Their time is running out. So yeah, this is all I could come up with today. Thank you for joining me here once again. It's been a mighty adventure. Again, I love these walk and talks. I wish it inspired you. Go and drop a comment underneath if this has inspired you, what this has told you, something new maybe you became aware of, because this can also trigger your decoding about your personal life's journey, your personal truth, your life. This is what this matrix control system is most dedicated to be at war with. So you feel powerless, so you feel worthless. It's all nonsense. You'll have to invert all of these inversions and come to the realization of the truth that we are all powerful, and that not only can we change a little bit, but we can only change everything. So go and drop a comment. What has come to your mind as you were watching this? We're always happy to hear from you. And yeah, we'll continue walking the path of the heart, taking back the earth, taking down criminals, and ushering in the new paradigm. So I say, till next time, take very, very good care. Thank you for supporting us by engaging in comments and watching the videos. We're not asking for any financial support anymore, because we know that time is up for the Archon Vampire Empire, and they have to follow our commands. and with the money that we'll be getting, we'll create something so powerful which has never been seen before here on Earth. Let's make it happen. We definitely are making it happen. We're staying true to the cause no matter what. We've gone through so much already. No turning back here now. Also not the people around us. They can't change our minds because we know we're in the truth. And we don't need other people's certification and agreement, because we know we're in the truth. And only we can know that. Only we can know that from our own heart. And no one is allowed to impose their view on someone else's. So, stay truthful to yourself. Trust in yourself. Trust the source. And I'll see you next time in the next video of the takeover that is happening powerfully right now as I'm speaking. Till next time, take very, very good care, and bye bye.